TV News at Noon. I wouldn't say this about just any show, but I'm going to say if there is one show you absolutely have to be at this year, it's the Heroes Convention here in Charlotte. And Shelton Drum, who is the creator of it, my good friend for many more years probably than we care to remember, right, Shelton?
I don't remember.
We don't know. He is the creator of the Heroes Convention and one of the best writers in the comic book industry. Steve Niles is with us, who has written some of the best works that have ever appeared, including this wonderful 30 Days of Night, made into a movie. Just a wonderful story. It's a vampire-oriented story, but it's so much deeper than that, and it's so clever. It's just a really wonderful storytelling, and we're just glad to have both of you all here today. Tell us a little bit about the convention, Charlotte, Shelton. This is huge. It's one of the biggest in the United States.
It has grown. It's 28 years old now. We expect probably 15,000 people, I guess. And even though that doesn't rival San Diego at 150,000, it's still a pretty good-sized show nationally. And I think we're one of the few shows left that really concentrates just on comics.
And it attracts artists and writers from all different genres, I mean, as far as the comic book industry is concerned, like Steve. And Steve, to you, I mean, tell us a little bit about writing for comic books. I think a lot of people think of them initially as the drawings and the artwork, but the story is so important, isn't it?
Well, I think it is. And for a while, comics moved away from that, became just sort of a visual medium. And in the last few years, especially since Hollywood has sort of come knocking at the door, story has become much, much more important. And for somebody like me who writes independent comics, I don't write superheroes, I do more high-concept stuff like 30 Days, it's all about the writing. And, great art helps. But, it's just finally, there's more of an acceptance of story, and it's just, it's been really great for comics.
It's melding the two together. And Shelton, how is the comic book industry these days? We've had the incredible Iron Man 2 movie that's just come out. We're talking other superhero-based type movies, other comic book Watchmen, different stories like that. Where do you see it today, and where is it going to be down the road?
Well, that is a big question. Circulation is down on actual printed periodicals, but I believe readership is up. People are finding this material somewhere, and they're becoming fans. And then they come into a shop like mine, and they can find a whole plethora of books to grow into. If you like Iron Man and they come in looking for some Iron Man material, we've got a lot of other stuff to show them that they would like because they like Iron Man, or vampires, or zombies, or whatever superhero genre you like. I think it's going to be good for comic shops down the road. We worry a little bit about digital delivery.
Yeah, that's going to be.
But, we're hoping that that's a gateway for people to discover comics and then come in and buy more.
All right. Steve Niles, Shelton Drum, thanks so much. And the convention is this weekend, June 4th, 5th, and 6th, and artists and writers and so much more. It's for the whole family, and it's not your father's comic books anymore. Go see it. I highly recommend it. Let's go back over to Jim.